Ah!
Hey everybody, welcome to the ReCoop. I'm Cooper Daniels and I'm a guy that knows a little about a lot. And today we're continuing with the crypto series and we're talking about Digibyte again. I wasn't planning on it, but here we are. It's been a tumultuous week, so let's get into it. What's happening? Man, what a week. Last week we had my buddy Rudy, me and Rudy, he dangled some news. Big news coming in 8 weeks. It's like Rudy showed up to the party with some threefold party hats and some sparklers and a bottle of champagne, walked in the door, and Dad and Uncle Joe were fucking screaming at each other, headbutting each other in the backyard. Ruined the party. You ruined Rudy's party. Uncle Joe and Dad. Is that a weird analogy? Uncle Joe and Dad. Oh man. Oh boy. As the Digibyte turns, you know what I mean? Days of our Digibyte. The bold and the Digibyte. It started with this tweet from a fella named Josiah. And he said, "It's time for a different conversation about what's official and what's not. As a permissionless blockchain, we shouldn't have to get the go-ahead to work on improvements, especially when security is involved. So let's use this knowledge to improve ourselves." And then he posted a video on YouTube. And not to get really into the weeds about this, he was upset that a Twitter account called Digibyte Coin referred to his fundraiser as non-official. And I believe that Josiah has committed himself to Digibyte for many years now. He's worked very hard. He's done a lot of these fundraisers, and he's felt like he's done a lot, and to be slighted like that, called not official, to be dismissed like that really pissed him off. And then he started laying into people, right? And it got a little ugly. And fine, you can go back and you can watch all that. There was a back and forth. Josiah made a YouTube video. Jared Tate made a YouTube video. Yada, 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 yada. But what did happen out of this came some serious doubt about the legitimacy of Digibyte. Now, Digibyte, as we all know, has a cap of 21 billion DGBs that will be fully mined by 2035, right? Now, Josiah, when he got upset, threw out there that it's possible past 2035 DGB will continue to be mined and it will go past 21 billion, creating the accusation that DGB has an infinite supply. Now, look, if DGB has an infinite supply, that makes DGB worthless. And that's a huge accusation. Now, is it true? Because if it is, we all have to reconsider what we're doing here. But I don't believe it is. I hear a lot of people being like, where are they? Why aren't they addressing this? Or, like, what the fuck? And then there's just a lot of FUD. It is, frankly, FUD. And Jared Tate said this: "I can 100% promise the Digibyte community by the year 2035, there will only be 21 million DGB. There has been a legitimate question of what happens at the very end of the reward decay in the year 2035. Possibly the block reward stays at 1 and doesn't fully decline to 0. Then he goes on. "The worst possible outcome here is one new DGB continues to be mined with each new block after 2035. We have 14 years to fix this if true, and we will for sure fix it sooner rather than later. This is not a critical showstopper and has zero effect on current market other than FUD." And then my good friend Rudy posted, "The Digibyte invalid supply curve is not critical and has no impact on security. As mentioned, Yoshi is going to propose a valid solution soon to update the consensus so that we reach a total of 21 billion DGB in 2035. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the fact that we're going to be saved by a man named Yoshi brings me a lot of comfort. Yoshi! I mean, it's amazing. Let's go, Yoshi. Save the day. So, look, obviously Jared Tate and Rudy Bauman have a stake in calming these waters. And it does feel like Josiah has kind of fed into some of this doubt with insinuating that it's possible that there's already more than 21 billion DGB out there. But then he seems to backtrack on that in a lot of other tweets. So it's a lot of back and forth there. And if I'm going to complain about anything, it's that. If you don't know if there is, like, keep it to yourself, because that really fucks with the legitimacy of the project. And it seems by all accounts, by all serious people, that this isn't a huge problem, and it won't be a problem until 2035. So let's not create doubt into the entire legitimacy of the project when so many people are so invested in it, is my personal opinion. What do you guys think? Look, it's going to be okay. Digibyte's fantastic, and it's going to survive. And this might not be the best time to ask. But I've got a fundraiser. No, I'm just kidding. But you can tip me if you want. It's in the description. I think that's it. Digibyte is not a scam. The supply is not infinite. And Yoshi's going to save the day is basically what I'd like to say. Be good to each other. Be kind. Have fun. Have a laugh. Like my video. Subscribe. Do all the right things. All right. If you have anything that you want to talk to me about, you can put it in the comments. We'll talk about it. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Do your homework.